Marantz Cinema 50 versus Denon X3800H. Which one should you buy? T, which is the new model priced at Rs 3,29,000. How is it going to compete with the Denon X3800H, which is priced around 2,10,000? So now with both of these AV receivers right here next to us, we are going to compare them with some live audio tracks, and we are going to see which one is worth buying and why should you buy either of these two. Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video with me Tanmay Mehta, your home technology consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya. And in this particular video, we are going to explore the fantastic new series from Marantz, and we are also going to check how is it going to compete with the Denon X3800H. Now apart from this, we would also be having lots of questions coming from Abhishek, who is going to be the voice of all of you. And to those of you who need to know how to design a fantastic home theatre, then for that reason make sure to watch this video till the end, because at the end of this particular video I am going to share with you one of the best tools to design a fantastic, mind-boggling experience-based home theatre system which you can have in your living room, bedroom or a dedicated cinema room. And let's just dive right into the new product series from Marantz. Now as you all know, Denon, we saw it in the previous videos that the new models, which is the Denon X2800 and X3800, have been fantastic hits abroad, and in India as well they have already started to make their waves. Now the Denon X3800H, in case you missed watching that video, make sure to check that video using the link above so that I don't have to again explain you with all the product details. But to those of you who want to know more about the new Marantz lineup, then here is a small snippet from the new lineup of Marantz Cinema series. Now Marantz Cinema series, as you can see, were earlier having the NR and the SR models, which now have been replaced by the word Cinema. Now this, they have continued with the NR 1711, which is now the Cinema 70S. Then they have also got the Marantz Cinema 60, which is a replacement for the SR5015, and Marantz Cinema 50 is the replacement for their 9-channel flagship model, which is the SR6015. Now, though the SR series was very effectively priced, the Cinema series price is a little high. Now when we are talking about high, well, the Cinema 60 model, which is the 7-channel amplifier, which competes with the more likes of the Denon X2800H, is going to be priced somewhere around 2,10,000-20,000 in the Indian markets. And while that was the earlier price of their SR6015, the new model, which is a replacement to SR6015, which is the Cinema 50, right here on my right hand side, that AV receiver or this AV receiver is priced at 3,29,900 Indian rupees. Now that's the MRP obviously. For those of you who know the drill for getting the best prices, you can just use the link in the bio or in the description and make sure to get the best prices for these products. But yeah, as an MRP, this is 3,30,000 approximately. Now 9-channel, 3,30,000. What makes this AV receiver so special? We are going to find out today. And apart from that, as mentioned, Abhishek is going to keep on asking a lot of questions from your end, and we will also try to answer them for all of you. Over to you, Abhishek.
Hey Tanmay, so I want to ask you, what's the hype about this new Cinema Marantz 50?
Okay, so overall, Abhishek and to all of you, the Marantz Cinema series is not just a revamp of their old receivers in terms of the inside components, but it is also an entire overhaul on the product lineup in terms of aesthetics. So So even if you look at the front panel of this receiver compared to the old receiver, it has been revamped to a better extent, wherein the look of the product has also been made appealing. Now, whereas if you see on the Denon, the old models and the new models have got the same design, the Marantz Cinema series have also given a new look to their AV receivers by changing the front panel design, by having a fantastic logo or the visual display in the middle, which is in the circular format. And apart from that, the entire inside components and the user interface have also been new. So these have been some of the highlights of the new Cinema series as a lineup. And apart from that, with this particular Cinema 50 model, it is going to be around 110 watts per channel. Apart from that, they have got 6 HDMI 8K inputs, they have got 3 HDMI outputs, and pretty much the same back panel just the way it is for the Denon X3800H. So the same number of inputs, outputs. Processor is again 11.4 channel, so it has got 4 sub pre-outs. It has got, what else do we have? Well, we have got a lot of analog inputs, and we have also got this fantastic ports for RS232, which is for your automation. You have got 2 optical inputs to connect to your TV, and let's say for any other device wherein you want to pull out the audio only. And they have got this addition of Auro 3D and Dirac. Now, as mentioned in one of our last videos, the Dirac Live version is going to come through a firmware update in the month of March 2023. Till then, Auro 3D is available on both the receivers, and you can use this Auro 3D up mixer. And Auro 3D has been one of the fantastic features that I look forward to in both these AV receivers. So Auro 3D, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, IMAX Enhanced, IMAX DTS, 4K and 8K upscaling of the videos and upscaling of the audios. Everything is there right here packed in this particular body. So that's about the Cinema 50.
So why shouldn't I buy Denon X3800H and save almost 1 lakh?
So that sounds like a very, very wise decision, because 2 lakh 10, 3 lakh 30, why would you not save some money? And when you are just saving like what, 5 watts of power. But to all of you, it's not just about the power, which is the 5 watts. With Marantz, what you get, and the reason why it is so expensive, is that you get, apart from the discrete power amps, you also get something which is called the HDAM circuitry. Now, HDAM circuitry is wherein you get a little more better audio output, because this circuitry is installed right between the amplifier and the volume knob. So what it does is it cuts down on the slew rates, it cuts down on the all noises that come during the power transmission, and this basically enhances the audio performance. And that is why, if at all you are very serious about the audio quality, and if you are very serious about the musical fidelity from the speakers, then going for Marantz Cinema 50 and spending that extra lakh of rupees is going to be really worth it. Apart from it, the front panel look again gives you the detail as to what is it that you can buy. Now, apart from this visual display, there is also something that you have got over here. So you have got another screen below in this particular AV receiver, which can be covered with this flap, which is very nice. It's hydraulic, not very bad assembly or a bad design. So they have kind of taken utmost care on the panel design as well. And even if you look at the back panel of both these receivers, what you get with the Marantz Cinema 50 at an extra lakh of rupees is the gold plated connectors, which you don't get in the Denon X3800H. Even the speaker binding post with the plastic glass gives you a much more better look at the AV receiver than a little non-so premium AV receiver from the Denon X3800H speaker binding post. So this is another difference that you can look around when you look at the panels, and I think all this makes the justice to the receiver's differentiation of 1.2 lakhs. Now, to those of you who want to know more about the HDM circuitry, we are going to attach a link in this particular video, which you can read carefully, because I don't want to bore everyone with all the technical jargons and information. So make sure to use the link in the description to know more about Marantz proprietary HDM circuitry. Yes, Abhishek, does that answer your question?
So can we listen to them?
Yes, absolutely, why not? So we have got Marantz Cinema 50, which is connected with two floor standing speakers from the Polk Elite Signature series. Now these two speakers we are going to listen to with an AirPlay. So we have got this receivers connected onto the Wi-Fi network, and we have not done any setting change. So it's just on 2-channel pure stereo mode. No other distance level, anything that has been changed. We are going to play the same music in both these receivers and find out with you that what's the difference between the sound output from these receivers. So let's head on to listen to some music. So let us first have a look at the Marantz receiver. Okay, that was fantastic. Now let us listen to the same track on the Denon X3800H heavy receiver. So I'm just going to change the wires from this heavy receiver to this. So Abhishek is going to help me understand the volume level. We are going to use the same volume level, that is of 65, right? That was the volume level. Right? Let's change the input. So here we go. Okay, so what do you guys think? Could you make out any difference between both these AV receivers? What about you, Abhishek? Do you have anything to share? Okay, so he was enjoying the music in both the receivers. What I could feel out was the Marantz could give a sound which was a little loosen up, it wasn't holding anything back. But with Denon, it was like something is holding it back, and it is not, just giving out the entire audio in the fullest manner when we listen to this particular output. We will also try to have one speaker with Denon and one speaker with Marantz, so that we can just try around and see if we can then hear the difference between the left and the right channels too. Now let us try to have one speaker with each amplifier. So the right one is going to be the Denon and the left one is going to be with the Marantz AV receiver. And again, let's play the same track. Let's play. This, what do you feel? So as I mentioned, left one was the Marantz, the right one was the Denon AV receiver. So what we heard just right now was the left speaker playing through Marantz and the right speaker playing through Denon. Now we tried whatever best we could from all the different mics that we have. We tried to ensure that we could capture the audio for all of you. Now let's see what you have got to share about both these AV receivers. So make sure to share your feedback on these receivers in the comments below, because from what I could feel about this sound, as I mentioned, the Marantz has got a very light, just flowing music, whereas the Denon, I could feel that something's holding it back and it's not just giving the best output to a desirable extent when you match it or when you compare it, especially with the Marantz AV receiver. Now apart from this, one of the other things that I really loved about this particular AV receiver, so if you see the display of this, there's a small window which is saying that we have done the AirPlay right now, and it has also got the volume knob right in the center. So let me just first reduce the volume from Denon. So there's some cool thing, you can see the volume out here. And if you want more information, then you just have to take this down. You just don't have, you don't have a display bar out here. You just have a buttons out here. With this, you have got a bigger display with the volume right here. So that's the main difference between both these receivers. So Abhishek, this was the music for all of us. So I think, let us leave up to the viewers as well to decide which one did they find out to be the best one. And in the meanwhile, why don't you share the next question?
So, Tanmay, what other models are closest competition to Marantz Cinema 50?
तो क्यों बार बार कंपटीशन, क्लोज, कंपटीटर, प्राइस, यही सब सवाल पूछता है? वेल, आई नो करना पड़ता है, बट मुझे भी फिर वो मुश्किल आ जाता है. सो जैसे कि हम लोगों ने लास्ट वीडियो में भी बोला था, OnQ TX RZ50, दैट्स वन ऑफ द competition to these AV receivers, because again 9-channel amplification, direct. The only thing that is missing in that AV receiver is that it has got no Auro 3D support. So obviously for that reason you would still want to buy these AV receivers compared to that model in case Auro 3D is of a good importance to you. If not, OnQ still sounds better, because OnQ at the price point of 1.6 lakh rupees is by far one of the nicest 9-channel AV receivers, which has got a little more power as well in terms of the specifications than these two receivers. The other option that I can think of is the Yamaha RX A6A, and obviously when we look at this AV receiver, the few brands that I can think of which this can compete with is the Arcam's latest AV receiver, that is the AVR-5, AVR-11. This can be again a good competition to this AV receiver, and the Anthem MRX 1120 probably, or the 1140 model can be again another competition to the Marantz Cinema 50 AV receiver. So ठीक है अभिषेक, और कुछ competition चाहिए? Great.
The next question is, who's the best customer for Marantz Cinema 50?
So the best customer I think for Marantz Cinema 50 would be someone who is going to appreciate music, someone who demands good audiophile output from the speakers, and someone who is very, very keen and very, very serious about the sound in the home theater room as well. Now when I'm saying all this thing, it doesn't mean that those who are buying this are not serious home theater buyers. They are very much serious home theater buyers, but see, this has got something wherein it has going to fulfill the extra desire to get the to understand the fine nuances of the sound. Now we all know that home theater is typically multi-channel speakers coming across from all the sides. The sound is coming from everywhere, and you may not be able to find out the small details. Now if that is for you, Denon X3800H, not at all a bad deal. It's a steel product as well for saving 1.2 lakh rupees compared to this. But with this, if at all you're demanding that extra clarity, if at all you're demanding that extra opened up sound, or if at all you feel that the look and feel of the product itself is going to give you that edge, go for it. It's not a bad deal at all. So I think that's the customer for Marantz Cinema 50. Okay. So Abhishek is done with the questions, but if you have more such questions to ask on any of these receivers or the other models, then please make sure to use the comment box wisely so that I can answer as much queries as much as possible. And to those of you who want to get a direct line connection with me, then make sure to again check the link in the description wherein you can schedule a telephonic 20 minutes, that is a T20 call with me, Tanmay Mehta. And as promised at the start of the video, if you are looking to design a fantastic custom home cinema solution, then again the link for that is in the description and shared above. So please make sure that you use those links and get yourselves your dream home cinema experience completed with me and my team out here, who is going to keep bringing out more such valuable information based videos so that all of you guys can make well informed, wise and correct decisions when it comes to buying anything to everything in the home cinema industry. Once again, thank you so much for watching this particular video. Make sure to like the button and to share this video as much as possible, and keep subscribing our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home technology consultant or home theater wale bhaiya, is going to see you all in the next one. Thank you.